Oh man, we have some major news coming out. For days now, if not the last week, Xbox's Game Pass profile on Twitter has been hinting at one particular game coming to the service. And wouldn't you know, the predictions were right. Death Stranding, Kojima's big PlayStation exclusive, is coming to Xbox PC Game Pass. Let's get into all the details and how Xbox continues to troll Sony this entire generation. Let's do this. Alright, so you know the drill. If you like the content, hit that subscribe button and that like button. And if you want to be notified on future videos, hit that small little bell icon. And if you want to go that extra mile to support the channel, hit that join button. All the support is greatly appreciated. Alright, so you know what's been going on for a very long time. I kind of want to give a little bit of a history rundown. For several months, if not for the last year, Sony has actually been blocking publishers from putting games on Xbox Game Pass. I talked about this in previous videos. There's been a lot of legal documents coming out, especially since the Activision Blizzard deal has been going through over the last several months, since about January, beginning of this year. So what's been happening is that Sony and Microsoft have been going back and forth, it seems. I know people think that it's been happening for the last 20 years since the consoles came out, but the last several months have been very intense. New files have come out from courts talking about Sony blocking games joining Game Pass, telling publishers if they're going to partner with Sony that they can't put their games on Game Pass because it makes their platform look bad when they're charging gamers, $70 for games, while Xbox has been charging less than that. Not to mention, Game Pass just let you play their games at $10. MLB The Show is the biggest corporate of this. MLB The Show launches for $70 on PS5, yet on your Xbox Series X, you get to play the game if you just have Game Pass for $10. So that business model has made Sony look really bad. And since they're blocking a lot of games from joining Game Pass and a lot of publishers from trying to put their games on Game Pass, well, wouldn't you know, Xbox is taking it a step further. Microsoft has officially announced that Death Stranding is coming to Microsoft's PC Game Pass next week. Let's get into what the articles have to say. In a most peculiar state of affairs, PlayStation console exclusive Death Stranding is coming to Microsoft's PC Game Pass. Subscribers to the latter service will soon be able to fall over a hill for no additional cost. The news was announced by Microsoft via a neat tweet showing a Sam Porter Bridges, a light carrying a metal case across an airfield, sporting a sticker boasting Death Stranding PC Game Pass August 23rd, 2022. 2019 Sony's published Wobbly Man Simulator has been available on PC for a couple of years, ported across 8 months after its original release. That was via Italian publisher 505 Games, and it's this company that has made the deal with Kojima Production to see the game arrive on PC Game Pass. Alright, so I do have to admit, I didn't see this coming. I don't think anybody did. I know Death Stranding has been on PC for several months. I know a couple people that have played it. And to be quite honest, I'm one of the people that played it on the PlayStation 4 Pro. I put about 18 to 19 hours into the game. I enjoyed it for what it was, but I just couldn't finish it. I was getting really bored. The world just seemed very empty, although beautiful. I just didn't really like the game all that much. But I do have to say, a lot of things going on with Kojima and Xbox has been rumored for several years now. I think for the last 2 years, there's been a rumor that Kojima is going to be working with Xbox on a game. And when you saw him at E3 announced on that stage that he's going to be working with Xbox on some new game, you know that their relationship is far better than it was several years ago. And you know for those 4 years he built Death Stranding, that Sony didn't want to sign him again. So Xbox swooped in, built that relationship up, and is going to release a Kojima game on the Xbox platform. We don't know what it is, we don't know what it's going to be doing, but we know that it's going to be crazy Kojima production stuff. He's going to make games like Death Stranding where you just run around doing a bunch of crazy stuff and people like it or you hate it. Now, that's not the whole point of this. The whole point to me is that Xbox just tends to troll Sony. I feel like it's kind of taken a turn. All of last generation, whenever Xbox did something, Sony was right there to counter it and kind of troll them back. But now it's looking like every time Sony does something, Xbox trolls them right back. I mean, think about it. We're just getting these court documentations from New Zealand, from Brazil, talking about Sony dropping all this stuff and making Game Pass inaccessible to some publishers and hindering their subscription growth at the Xbox stage. Well, now it's looking like Xbox is taking things into their own hands. They're signing PlayStation games like MLB The Show. They're signing PlayStation games like Death Stranding coming to PC Game Pass. Now, I do have to say, this isn't Xbox. It's not coming to the consoles. It's coming to PC Game Pass for the Xbox. That's where you're going to be able to play this game. Now, I don't think Death Stranding's ever going to get an Xbox port. Of course it's not. The game, to my understanding, didn't really sell all that well, at least from what I can tell. But overall, I don't think it's going to be worthy of a port to the console. I think putting it on PC Game Pass is great. Not to mention, like I've said for several months, if not the last year, Xbox is going to be focusing on the PC and cloud side a lot more. I'm sure that this console is going to get all the games that we talk about, but for the most part, they're still locking down exclusive PC games and exclusive cloud games because they know that they can expand the crowd and their audience a lot better in that front. Not to mention, those platforms have a lot more growth over there. We have to admit that. The console generation and the console gamer is vital to Xbox's success. I get that. They're going to need it to reach those 3 billion gamers they always talk about. But overall, I think that they're talking about more the mobile gamer and the PC gamer. And that's where this Death Stranding game comes into play. That's where a lot of these partnerships come into play. They're finding loopholes around Sony. They're finding loopholes around Sony's console exclusivity. Because if you have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you can jump on your PC, you can jump on your cloud game, and play these games that we're talking about. Not to mention, they're even attacking them with MLB The Show on the console. No matter how you look at it, I feel like Sony's kind of like against the ropes. I know they're dropping a lot of games. I know they're dropping a lot of games in 2022, and I see that they've been doing very well. But overall, I feel like Xbox has kind of got them scared. I feel like Sony doesn't want this Activision Blizzard deal to go through. I feel like they're stopping publishers from going on a Game Pass because they understand that it makes their business model look predatory. I know that sounds weird to say. I know people don't like hearing that. But honestly, when you're charging $70 for a game, making people buy a console, instead of expanding your platform, it doesn't look good. And then when you look at their PC platform, which they just launched, and they have a website describing their PC games, you're not going to be able to have cross-buy. And a lot of the games that you buy on Steam or you buy anywhere else are not going to have trophies. They are just having trouble connecting their network and their production and their infrastructure into the PC platform. So they're trying to hinder other platforms like Xbox from doing that same thing. I don't like that. I think that they need to start changing up. I think they need to fix what they're doing and not try to hinder other companies that got this thing down pat. Xbox does have it down pat. You can launch Xbox Game Pass on your PC, get your achievements, play the game, get cross-save, cloud save, all these things, and then go to your console and play the same game right where you left off. Sony's not able to do that. I'm buying most of my games right now, especially Sony games, on PC. I'm buying them on Steam. I'm playing Spider-Man on Steam, and I love it because I'm able to use my Xbox controller. You can't beat that value. Yet Sony doesn't have cross-buy, doesn't have cross-trophies, and they still don't have cross-saves. So I don't know when they're going to start implementing these things. I think they need to catch up to what Xbox is doing, but in the meantime, I feel like Xbox is just trolling them along the way. They're showing what value Xbox platform has, because I don't see Xbox as just a console anymore. I'm sorry, it's not like that anymore. I make videos about all the acquisitions, about all the studios, about the PC Game Pass, because I play everywhere. I'm not just a console gamer, I'm a gamer. That's the whole point. You're not just a gamer if you play on one platform. You're a gamer because you enjoy games no matter where you play them. That's what I love about what Xbox is doing. They've expanded their reach. PC, cloud, console, and Sony is going to be doing the same thing. They're going to try to expand to all those things, but it's just going to take them a lot longer to get to the point of where Xbox is. And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy both companies kind of trolling each other. Sony blocking Xbox, Xbox grabbing exclusive games from Sony and putting it on their service for a cheaper price than it is on Sony's service. Talk about a troll. But let me know what you think about this. Are you surprised that Death Stranding's coming to PC Game Pass? Do you think Xbox is going to focus more on PC Game Pass with all of these new games and exclusive PC games being launched on there? Do you wish you got Death Stranding on the console? And are you surprised that there's Xbox achievements for Death Stranding? Will this make you check out the game on PC just because it's on Xbox Game Pass? Go down below and let me know. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. The support helps out the channel more than you know. And give me a follow on Twitter at Zocker87. I'm always on there talking games and sharing my latest videos. Plus, I love interacting with everyone there, so get on Twitter and let's talk about gaming. Also follow me on Xbox Live. My gamertag is Zalker87, just like my channel name. See what games I'm playing, and let's compete in achievements for the month. So right now, I've been playing a lot of Spider-Man, and I have to say, the game runs beautifully on my PC. I know I have a 3090, so I'm getting all the bells and whistles, ultra graphics, ultra ray tracing, and at 4K, and I'm running it at like 80, 90 to 100 frames per second. It feels so smooth, and I do have to say, 4 years ago when I played it in 2018, it felt good there too on the PS4 Pro, but man, it feels like such a different experience playing it at such a smooth frame rate with all the bells and whistles on it. Not to mention, the Xbox controller makes a massive difference in the experience for me. I don't like the PlayStation controller. I know they made improvements with the PS5 controller. I'm glad they did. They still have some more improvements to make on it, but overall, the Xbox controller just can't be beat. I enjoy it a lot more, so the experience of Spider-Man is a lot better there. And I've been playing a lot of multiverses. I know I don't have a lot of footage on it, but you know what? I've been playing it on my Xbox Series X, and their DVR is not that great, or not great at all, so I don't have any footage on it. I'm just having a lot of fun with that game. It's one of the best free-to-play games I've had out there. I'm going through the season pass. I'm just having a lot of fun. I can't wait till Ranked comes out, because I'm going to be jumping into that a lot. I'm a pretty big sweat in that game, and I fight a lot of people and have a good time, and you know what? I take it seriously. So if my buddies ever want to play with me, they know that they're in for a pretty big, intense match, because I'm fighting high-ranked people with MMR, so I'm having fun with that. But let me know what you're playing. Are you playing something on your Xbox, your PS5, or are you on your PC playing something? Let me know down below, because that's what we're here for. It's to talk games. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, remember, enjoy your gaming. Later.